Welcome to Emmanuel Sheffield. Emmanuel launched in September 2020 when a small group of 15 or so of us moved to plant a new church in the city. For over 10 years we've been involved in leading in a church in Oxford, but we'd felt for a while that God was calling us to be part of a wider initiative within our group of churches Catalyst to plant more churches in the north, but we didn't know where. A friend of ours who didn't know about our call to the north felt God speaking to her about us moving to Yorkshire and a place filled with palm trees.
So the very next week we went to the north and we visited several cities, but it was in Sheffield that we really felt faith rising in us for the city. And in the very city centre, in the Peace Gardens, we realised we were looking across at some palm trees and thought maybe God's speaking to us about moving here. And the very next building we walked into was called the Winter Gardens, and they are like a massive, big urban greenhouse filled with palm trees, and we knew in that moment the Holy Spirit was speaking to us about moving to Sheffield to start a new church. And just to make sure we'd got the message loud and clear, the very next street that we walked onto, there was a street market and they were selling 6-foot palm trees. So we knew that that was God confirming that we were to move to Sheffield to start this new church. So in September 2020, we moved with a small group of people and we launched Emmanuel Church Sheffield. It was in the middle of COVID and it was a very challenging time to move, but we are thrilled with what God has done amongst us and the church family that He's building.
While we've continued to grow, really the adventure is just beginning. And our vision together as a church family is that we want to help people meet Jesus, encounter God's life-transforming presence, to know His peace and flourish in His purposes. And we desire this not just for individuals, but our dream is to play our part in seeing the communities of Sheffield flourish. We aim to do this by building a loving and healthy church family, where anyone can come along and feel welcome, whatever their previous experience of church. A family that shares and demonstrates the love and hope of Jesus in their everyday lives. For us, this is just an attempt to try and express what we feel God is calling us to do and be together. And this is our heart for everyone who comes to Emmanuel, but it's also our heart for Sheffield, knowing that when we give our lives to Jesus, God comes and lives inside of us by the Holy Spirit, so that everywhere we go, we carry His presence with us. Because we long to be contributors and not just consumers. We want to seek the peace and the flourishing of our great city, Sheffield. Alongside all the other great churches that we've been getting to know in this city, we believe that God has big plans for Sheffield, and we want to play our part in it and long to see many coming to know Jesus.
Yeah, so our dream is to do this through building a really healthy church family, a family that helps serving the needs of our city, a church family that brings hope to the helpless. And we really want to equip everyone in Emmanuel to be able to share their faith courageously, the good news of Jesus with real boldness with everyone wherever they go. And we long for this to spill out from Sheffield as well. We're a part of Catalyst, so we have a real heart for seeing many more people come to know Jesus, more disciples being made and churches being planted in the UK and beyond. So we know this is just the start of the adventure. So why not come and visit us on a Sunday morning, or get in touch if you'd like to find out more. We would love to see you soon.